Howdy, Ace Young here for Channel 22. We're getting ready for BrewFest, and my guest with this segment of the program is Nathan Dorr, the museum director, Sheridan County Museum. Nathan, Sheridan has quite a beer history.
We do. The Sheridan Brewing Company was actually really the first industry in Sheridan. Started way back in 1887 with George Paul, Arnold Scherge, and Peter Demple coming to this area and starting a brewery, and opened by 1888.
Now, we're looking at some beer memorabilia behind us. This is all authentic stuff.
It is. So the earliest piece we have here is the Sheridan Brewing Company's picnic beer, and then the cans and six-pack from the 50s, and the serving tray as well.
Well, let's talk about this item here, and go ahead and pick one of those out of there, because I think that's real interesting. He's getting his cotton gloves on.
That's right.
Delicate stuff, right?
It is, yep. We handle all of our artifacts at the museum with cotton gloves, so sometimes protect us. These bottles aren't the cleanest, so protects me.
Now that's like a magnum of champagne or something.
This is their picnic beer, and there's actually great footage up at Trail and State Historic Site at the Kendrick Mansion of the Kendricks out on a picnic, and of course they've got their picnic beer with them.
And I imagine after one of these you have quite a picnic too, right?
Probably.
Now, are these delivered by a delivery person, or did people go to the brewery? How did that work?
Well, the first barrel of beer actually was delivered from the brewery in a wheelbarrow back in 1888, and then
Can't believe you know this stuff.
Well, some of the strange things we learn. And then after that, it was delivered in horse-drawn wagons, and then they had delivery trucks.
So if I lived back then, I could say, hey, I need 6 of these a week or something like that, and they'd deliver them at the front door.
That's right, or I imagine you could probably stop by and pick them up there too.
Wow, that's amazing. All right, then that's the old, and this is the relatively new,
right.
And this is quite a history about the can. Tell me about that.
Right, so back in 1949, the rage across the nation was to package your beer in flat-top cans. And so the brewery worked with, I believe it was Continental Can Company, to develop their what became their famous yellow and black and red cans.
Sheridan beer, was it ever delivered beyond Sheridan?
It was. Originally, they delivered it as far north as the mine camps in Sheridan County, and as far south as Buffalo. And then after that, once they had refrigerated trucks, they started delivering up to Billings and down to Cheyenne and Laramie. And then in the 50s, they tried to take it to the West Coast and marketed in Oregon and Washington.
You say they tried. It sounds like that wasn't successful.
It was not successful. They did the billboards, they did TV ad campaigns, radio ad campaigns, a lot of print ads, and it just didn't work. They didn't have the capacity to go against the marketing dollars of companies like Anheuser-Busch.
The big guys.
That's right.
Well, what a great history, though, and it's interesting because we're celebrating that history soon enough with the BrewFest, which, of course, is a great fundraiser for the Sheridan Chamber of Commerce. It's coming up September 8th, and I understand we're going to have, although Sheridan beer is long gone, we have, maybe 12 breweries coming to town to display their wares.
That's right, and of course, the Sheridan's brewing history has been brought back to life with Blacktooth Brewing Company, so we're excited to have them take on that history.
As fun as it all is these days, I do kind of like the idea of yesteryear when I would get some of these delivered to the house, at the picnic bottles.
That's right. You can't go wrong with history.
That's right, Nathan. You can't go wrong with history, and a good bit of history when we talk about Sheridan beer. And again, a reminder, the BrewFest coming up September 8th here in Sheridan. Tickets are available, and we'd love to see you here. Reporting for the Sheridan Channel, Channel 22, this is Ace Young.
For tickets and information, visit SheridanWyomingChamber.org or call 307-672-2485.